Hi, my name's Abigail, and I'm going to walk you through how I got this soft glam, sort of filtered face makeup look. Starting first with the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops. Yes, I think this is definitely worth your money. Then I'm using one of my favorite products, which is called Skinglass by Noorface. I'm using the color Champagne and applying it with my Omnia Balm 08 brush. To prime my eyes, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the color Fair Warm. To set that base, I'm using the Mented Cosmetics Loose Setting Powder in Light Tan. For eyeshadow, I'm using the Musee Beauty Impressionism palette, starting with the color Giverny and blending that all throughout my crease with the Omnia Balm 430 brush, using windshield wiper motions to build up the product. Then I'm going to start to deepen up the crease using the color Cottage from the Musee Beauty Van Gogh palette, and for this I'm using the Omnia Balm 405 brush. The shape I'm doing is a halo eye, so I'm taking the deeper crease color and putting it in my inner corner to bring light to the middle of the lid. Then going back with the shade Giverny to make sure it's all completely blended together. For the lid, I'm using the Danessa myricks colorfix in Fantasy, and I'm applying this with my finger because it's a shimmer and I don't want it to be too saturated, I want it to be more diffused. I'm then blending that edge with the same Cottage shade as before. I also added Wisp from the Impressionism palette just to the very center of the lid. At this point, I like to move on to my face, and I'll finish the eyes after I do the rest of my base makeup. So for this, I'm using the NARS Tinted Moisturizer in Light 1 Finland, starting first with my fingers and then blending it out with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I've been really into wearing lighter coverage foundations this summer. Also, I've been wearing significantly less makeup all throughout COVID. Then I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer again, putting it in my inner corner, and then bringing it like up under my eyes and further carving out the shape of the eyeshadow. Again, I like to start blending this with my fingers first, and then I'll go in with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge to blend it into the foundation. Setting my under eyes with the same loose powder from Mented Cosmetics and using the Real Techniques 206 contour brush. Then I'm using the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour in Light 1 on my cheekbone, my forehead, and under my jaw, and I'm using the Real Techniques 401 Sculpting Brush for this. Also with this product, you want to start small and like slowly build up. I don't always contour my nose, but I wanted to do it for this look because I think it just makes you look like extra snatched, and for that I'm using the Luxie 229 Tapered Blending Brush. And for blush, my favorite part, I'm using the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the color Do We Know Her. First using the cream color, and I like to add this to my forehead as well, and I'm using the Real Techniques 401 Sculpting Brush. Using the powder right on top of that cream, using the Omnia Balm 125 brush, and of course putting some on my nose too. To finish the eyes, I'm using the same two shades as before, using actually Cottage first and then blending that out with Giverny, and staying consistent with the brushes that I used for each of those colors. For the waterline, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in the color Brownie, both on top and on the bottom. Setting the waterline with the color Haystacks from the Impressionism palette. For mascara, I've been trying this Ilia Limitless Lash, and I've actually been loving it so far. I don't really wear mascara, so that's saying something. For lashes, I'm using Morning Dew by Doe Lashes, and I actually cut this in half because I think the whole half lash look is really what takes this to the next level and makes it look like a filter. To set the face, I'm using the new Better Setter Mist from Mented Cosmetics. This mist is super hydrating and helps just make all the makeup melt together really easily. Now for lips, I'm starting first with the Patrick Ta liner in She's Humble, which is a nude pink on me, and I'm actually going to overline my lips just so slightly because that's another trick that really takes this look up a notch to give you that like filtered look, but in real life. Then I'm taking another Patrick Ta liner, and this one's in the color Oh She's Single, which is more brown than a pink, and doing this to add a bit of drama, particularly in the middle of the lower lip and especially in my Cupid's bow. I really love these liners because you don't sharpen it, you like push it up like a pen, so that's one thing that I really love because honestly, my lip liners always break when I try to sharpen them, but it's also like rectangular, so you can be really precise with where you put it. For lipstick, I'm using, again from Patrick Ta, it's the same Oh She's Single color, but this is in the matte suede lipstick formula. If you haven't tried any product from Patrick Ta yet, you need to go to Sephora right now because I promise it's so worth it. For a highlighter, I'm using the Danessa Myricks Enlight Halo Powder in the color Sun, using this on my Cupid's bow, my brows, the inner corner of my eye. I'm also putting this on the tip of my nose and a little bit on the bridge of my nose too. This highlight is no joke, okay? Danessa does not joke around with any of her products, but this is the most beautiful, wet-looking, shimmery highlight that I think looks especially beautiful in the summertime. So if you're not a highlight person, you will definitely not like this because it's not subtle at all. There's a lot of glitter, okay? A lot of glitter. All right, record scratch, pause. This is editing Abigail. And I just have to say that if you didn't notice, I did not use the Danessa highlight on my cheeks, and that's because I actually used the Skinglass by Noorface, but for whatever reason, my camera didn't record it. I'm a one-person team, sometimes that happens. But I did want to say that I used the exact same technique in my next tutorial, so I'll include it in that, but I did use the Skinglass by Noorface to underpaint, and then I also used it on top of my base, so yeah, that's that, but I just don't have the footage for it, so sorry. For my brows, I filled them in with haystacks from the Impressionism palette, and then I'm using the NYX brow glue on top of that. Some people don't love this product, but honestly, I really like it. It does the job for me. I have really long brow hairs, and this helps keep them up and keep them in place. And that's it. That's my soft glam filtered face makeup look. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of the video. I'm so thankful that I get to create content like this, and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to make sure you're following me here already. Leave a comment of what style of makeup or colors I should do next, and click the link in my bio for my TikTok, YouTube, portfolio, podcast I've been on, and a lot more things. So thank you so much.